Hey, yo, peace, peace. It's your man, El.Judge, coming right back at you. Some of that real talk real fast, man. Hey, yeah. I know it's been a minute, man, but hey, man, your boy, man, I've been trying not to exist in the state of existence right now. I've been trying to bring about a more pleasant and peaceful existence within this thing that I call my life, my life, my life, my life. Right. So, man, please forgive me, man. I just been chilling, man. But you know what though? Your boy, man, he got to come out, man, and he got to say a few things, man. And the first thing that I'm gonna say is, man, congratulations on to Kendrick Lamar, man. You did a great job during the Super Bowl halftime. And then to the people who disagree with that, man, not most, all of the people who disagree with that are the people who support Jim Crow culture. The people who support Jim Crow culture are the people that have made sure that the system of marginalizing people who do not look like them stays alive. Because Jim Crow started in 1865 and it ended in 1965, and we're still dealing with the residue of that culture. People would not let it go because a lot of people have benefited from the culture of Jim Crow. That's just how it is, and there's nothing that we can do about it other than point it out. And let the world know that, man, only the weak are those who support the culture of Jim Crow. And if you are one of those people, man, baby, 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 don't get mad at the world. Just get mad at yourself. You weak. Just admit it. Now, Jim Crow culture also comes with this thing that they call black code laws. Now, let me tell you something about black code laws. They had some black code laws that said, man, that you know what? If you was a black person and you was out in public, like downtown, and you had to laugh and experience joy, you were not allowed to do that in public. So you had to go stick your head in the garbage can just so you could laugh. This is where the slogan, a barrel of laughs, come from. But don't go to AI, don't go to Google, because they're going to change that, because this is something that I learned before, because I've been studying this world for over 30-something years. Most of y'all ain't nothing but chumps, believe me. Even if you got a doggone scholarship, it means nothing. But hey, with Peep Gang though, man, also, not only did Kendrick Lamar do a great job, the after effects of the great job that he did at the concert is beautiful. What he did was he had Samuel Jackson playing as Uncle Sam, and he was dictating on to Kendrick Lamar on how black he could be during the show. And he was stating out that, yes, something like this here is acceptable, but you being this way is not acceptable. And then the very next day, so-called the people who support Jim Crow culture, they got on the internet and they were like, this is unacceptable. Bravo, man. Bravo, man. To case in point, or point in case, man, that was supreme. And to use your artistry to bring that out of not the American people, but to bring that out of those that support Jim Crow culture, it was beautiful. Beautiful, man. You can't take away from that, man. I love that very much, man. Now, let's jump back into history so we can have an understanding of what's going on in the world today. Now, it used to be a time that this thing that they call the Bible, it stated that if the owner beat a so-called servant to unaliveness, that it was unacceptable. That was completely unacceptable. But if the owner was to beat a person to submission or whatever, it was acceptable. You know what I'm saying? They was allowed to beat you, but they were not allowed to beat you to unaliveness. But the people who support Jim Crow, who believe that certain people are less than them because they don't look like them, they created a law because some of the people weren't living by the Bible. Can you imagine that? Some people weren't living by the rules in the Bible, but man, hey, that's just how it was. Some of the people, man, they were inflicting bodily harm onto people who look like this here until they became unalive. But the rules, the people who created the rules and the regulations that were accepted by the masses or accepted by the people who believed in Jim Crow culture. Those people, they created a law stating that, well, you know what, if someone was to so-called beat someone unto unaliveness, we do not have the right to persecute them. We do not have the right to point the finger at them and say that they were wrong or ridicule them for anything. If they have that much rage within them, we are to let them go. And the reason why we are to let them go is because the person who they brutalized till they were unalive, it was 100% their fault that happened to them. Now, this is what's crazy. This rule or law was created to protect women because they were not allowed to put their hands on their own children. So they would try to take the fact that they could not chastise their own children. They would brutalize children who did not look like them until sometime they were. And they created a law to protect them. But it did not only go for the women, it went for the men who did this as well. Now let's go back to the Kendrick Lamar show. Now during the Kendrick Lamar show, some people were mad at the fact that no, I'm just going with the song. But it was a part to where he pointed out that a certain person was known for sleeping with underage persons, something like a minor or something. I don't know what that was about. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But that's what I think that's what they're talking about. But anyway, this is what's strange. During the time of political prisonization, what did I just say? Oh, man, don't listen to that. But during that time, it was very accepted for certain over-sexual beings who may be in overage to have a lust for underage individuals. Now, as time went by, and they were like, man, you cannot keep doing this here, and they so-called stopped the exploitation of certain people, they were forced to have to deal with their own children. And some of them dealt with their own children in the very same way that they were dealing with the children who did not look like them. Now, this had become part of the culture of these people. So this thing when they said the only aim, dun, 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 yeah, that hit home. They not like us. They not like us. But some of us is messed up too, though, so I ain't even gonna stunt in front. You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, yeah, that hit different too with them. And then you have a lot of the people who I said who were of a different gender who have this part of unaliving and brutalizing people. This is where those extreme Karens come from, trying to weaponize. But like I said, man, I walk that middle path. You see, if you're not of the evil that embraces the culture of this thing that they call Jim Crow, which still exists today, or we're still dealing with the residue of it today, if you're not of those people, I am not talking to you. But if you are one of those people who complain of the fact that, you know what, those people are not being who I want them to be, I'm talking to you. If we do not grow past evil, the world is going to continue to be corrupt, and we are going to sink as a people. The people who are evil, they are showing themselves. Why do you not believe them? Why do you not just go ahead and co-sign for the fact that these evil beings are showing who they are? Why would you allow, look, these beings are so evil that they are willing to destroy this beautiful place that we call America, just so they can see the people who do not look like them be punished. And they care not how their existence is, because they are of filth and trash. They will not grow past that. There's nothing you could do to save them. No government in the existence of existence allows a stranger to come within their house and dictate what we do with our money. You say, oh, but there's corruption. Yes, there has always been corruption. That's how this thing has always functioned. But let me tell you something about the corruption. No matter who points out the corruption, the money that they save, it never trickles down to the regular people. You bums. You talking about send people back to where they come from and over the border. How about Ellis Island being opened up? For the people who do not believe in this thing that we call America, how about we open up Ellis Island and start sending some of these people back? Because your internet posts show who you truly are. We see you. Your vote shows who you truly are. It shows what you voted for. You voted for the destruction of America just so you could feel comfort in your evil ways. You're exposing yourself. You see, you're not making look evil. You're making yourself. You're letting the world know who you are. This is a digital world. We see you. And before I leave, let me say this here. Onto the people who do not look like this here, but you voted for the situation that we're in right now. You try to throw a certain segment of the American people under the bus for your comfort. Yeah, you wanted to rub elbows with the devil. We ain't gonna forget you. To those other people who bounced over here, and then you was like, oh, the people who created this country and the people who put in the work to make sure this country, although they are taking a break, a well-deserved break, we're going to call them lazy, and we're going to rub our shoulders up against the doggone with the devil too and throw them under the bus. Yeah, we're not going to forget you either. See, we know who you are. We know that if this pats you on your back, you're going to throw us under the bus again. To the slanted eyes ones. Yeah, the ones who try to rub their shoulders with the devil, we're not going to forget you either. The laws of existence is going to balance this thing out. And you're going to expose yourself. You're exposing yourself now. But anyway, this is your man, El.Judge. Peace and blessings. Real talk, real fast. I'm out.